You must persuade him to choose you over the other girl. There is fierce competition for men, especially good-looking ones. He might have a hard time deciding which of the alternatives he prefers because some of the others might have qualities he also likes. When there are several women vying for his attention, you, as a woman, need to learn how to make him choose you over the others. Even if he currently appears to be fully committed to her, you can entice him away with some straightforward psychological trickery. We'll outline the precise actions you need to take to stand out from other women in his eyes. He'll think it was his idea to pursue you after you finish watching this video, and he'll be pleading with you for another chance at a relationship. If a woman is to compete against a man, she must adhere to 3 fundamental principles. Here are the 3 golden rules of the struggle for a man's heart before we get into the specifics of how to win him over. These ideas will assist him in distinguishing you from the other women in his life and help him see you as an exceptional woman. Just keep in mind these 3 suggestions, and you'll soon command his full attention. Above all, try to see the positive aspects of life. With the knowledge that he has moved on with his life and is in love with someone else, there is no doubt that you are experiencing a wide range of emotions right now. This is normal, and we completely understand. Any negative emotions you may have must be resisted, and you must always maintain a positive attitude around him. Do you remember when you used to daydream about meeting your Prince Charming and spending the rest of your life with him? Men won't admit it, but this little-known fact is true. They also have a private wish. All men have an underlying desire for adoring partners. But what steps do you take in reality? Most relationships eventually end in divorce. Couples who frequently engage in the same activities together eventually grow weary of one another. If a man perceives that you only give him positive energy, he will inevitably depend on you. He'll also begin to consider the possibility of creating a strong, long-lasting bond with you. Try to remain upbeat the next time you're in his presence. If you project a positive, nurturing femininity, a man's feelings for you will quickly blossom. Rule number 2 states that you must never show jealousy. Given the circumstances, it's only natural to feel jealous of the other girl, particularly if it appears that he likes her more than you do. You may have been considering tricks to make him envious of you and want you more, as well as strategies to convince him to pick you over his girlfriend. If this is you, please stop right away. Allowing your jealousy and overanalysis to goad the situation is the worst thing you can do. If you come off as needy and unattractive, he will lose interest in you right away. As an alternative, if you approach the circumstance with a relaxed attitude, if you look at him, he'll be compelled to approach you. She'll actually come off to the other woman as desperate and annoying. She'll try to trap him and play mind games with him if she senses that his heart is beginning to shift away from her and toward you. However, as already mentioned, this is a huge turnoff for men. He will notice you because of the contrast between her clinginess and your vivacious enthusiasm. This is one of the best tactics to get him to run away from her and into your arms. Second rule: set boundaries. You want to be the role model he looks up to every day, not just a nice addition to his life. Setting boundaries is crucial because of this. If you set clear boundaries, he will realize that he needs to work for your attention. If he chose someone else over you but still wants to remain your friend, this is more true than ever. So he can't just use you for a one-night stand or to gain some much-needed attention or to boost his self-esteem. To put it another way, he won't truly win you over until he gives his all to you. So, this rule needs to be stated up front. This will make future efforts to win him over much easier and increase the likelihood that he will stick by you. Even if he chose her over you and now wants you back, you should make it clear to him that he will have to put forth a lot of effort to win your heart back. How to convince a man to choose you over a rival woman, in 5 easy steps. You are probably already aware of how simple it is to influence a man to prefer one woman to another. To win him over, you must first make him like you and then inspire him to leave the other woman. Although there are several steps to this process, we've tried to make it as simple as we can. You can win over any man and make him forget about the other women in his life if you heed the advice given below. First, get to know him personally. In other words, you won't be able to woo a man directly if he is attracted to another woman. Instead, you must stay under the radar. There will be a great deal of conflict and tension if they openly compete for his attention with the other woman. The man will stop being interested in you because of the severe discomfort you've caused. You can approach him if you two are just friends, without directly confronting the other woman. This is a big step because it will make it easier for him to trust you and reveal himself to you. Even if you haven't started a romantic relationship yet, you will play a bigger and bigger role in his life. The next step is to persuade him to talk about the other girl. Your ultimate objective is to get him to admit that he feels something for the other woman. Many women completely avoid discussing relationships in an effort to stop thinking about the other girl. But doing this is crucial to building a solid relationship with the man. Putting him on the spot and asking him straight out if they are dating is the quickest and easiest way to get what you want. Consider it from his perspective for a moment. It's never simple for a guy to admit he has feelings for another woman. For him, asking a female friend is much more embarrassing. Now for the situation. No matter how many times he claims they are just friends, casually dating, or boyfriend and girlfriend, the truth will remain the same. It's crucial that he gets over his timidity and starts talking to you. He now has enough faith in you to confide in you about his feelings. In addition, despite the fact that you are not yet his lover, he will develop a stronger emotional bond with you. Over time, your relationship will deepen to the point where all it will take from you is a gentle prod to get him moving. More to come. Third, act as his escape route. Everyone wants a break from the stress, boredom, and negativity that permeate the world. Only men who are excited about beginning a new chapter in their lives with a woman will commit to her. You'll be his getaway, just by being yourself, and he'll pick you over any other woman. This does not entail consenting to his sexual advances or becoming his fling. Make every encounter with him enjoyable and fulfilling for both of you. Don't order coffee when you hang out with him again. Better alternatives include a trip to see the stunning sunset or an exhilarating afternoon of rock climbing. If he spends time with you and always has a good time, he may start to think about the possibility of pursuing a romantic connection with you. To get him to stop seeing the other girl, you could try the following alternative strategy. Pay close attention to his complaints and sadness when he talks about her. He will start to prefer you over the other woman and lose interest in her if you refrain from exhibiting these traits. Fourth strategy, playfully flirt with him. You can add romantic elements to your relationship once you know him better. He might not be emotionally developed enough to commit to a long-term relationship just yet. The other girl may still be his girlfriend, but that doesn't fully explain the situation. You could flirt with him in a funny and light-hearted way to get past this. It doesn't put too much pressure on him, but it's meant to evoke a sensual and passionate atmosphere. Before you lavish him with genuine praise, perhaps you could mock his new exercise regimen. Additionally, you should lightly touch him when it's appropriate. Remember that the attraction you experience is an emotion. By acting as though you are formally dating but not formally, you can give the impression that you and a man are in a romantic relationship. Number 5. Send him on an adventure. The guy ought to feel something for you if you've done everything correctly up until this point. Making his incarceration official and doing it for good will be the last step. The catch is that you need to persuade him to take action. That is, he must be adamant in his own mind that he was the one who first thought of the idea. What's going on there is this. After a while of texting, hanging out, and generally feeling good about each other, you cut him off abruptly. This news is tragic from his perspective. He is used to having wonderful experiences with you and appreciates the emotional bond you have built. If you take it away from him, he'll realize how important you are to his life. For the next 2 weeks, simply ignore him. Spend some time mingling with the women, and don't be shy about chatting up the guys as well. Your crush will eventually make contact with you. When this happens, respond briefly and stop giving him your full attention, but don't ignore him entirely. Before he's ready, don't try to make him act on your attraction. He'll probably suggest that the two of you get together once more. For example, I know we haven't seen each other in forever, but I have a crush on you. What about tomorrow night's dinner? Spending time with you would be wonderful, but you'll need to take me someplace special. You only need to say that one sentence to persuade him to treat you like a star and take you out on a real date. He'll feel even more obliged to treat you nicely on the date because you made him wait, after all. If you want to encourage him and move things along, do this. Before you ask, "What made you want to take me out tonight?" with a beaming smile on your face, wait for the date to wind down. He ought to take advantage of the opportunity and formalize their relationship. The best part is that he is unaware that you are attempting to influence his viewpoint. He'll actually begin to believe that he has been in love with you the entire time. This implies that he will treat you like a prince or princess and pursue you whenever he can. Okay, I believe that's all there is to it. I sincerely hope this was of use. We value your attention. Thanks for watching.